Welcome back, everybody. Coming up on 6:10, Clemson faces Florida State tomorrow in Death Valley in one of the biggest games of college football this weekend. The guy who used to help protect quarterbacks is now working to make life safe for thousands of people. Here's our Fred Cunningham with your First Responder Friday.
This is where most of our stuff, like our crime scene.
Call this the large arm of the law. Police officer Tayquon Johnson, at 6'2" and more than 300 pounds, was a lineman at Clemson for 3 seasons starting in 2019. But his original plan was to be a veterinarian.
You stand out at Clemson, you have a lot of responsibilities outside of your actual duty on the field and off the field. You're a role model to very many people. And that schedule to be a vet just wasn't there.
So he followed the path of his adoptive father in Maryland into law enforcement. He was hired by Lawrence PD a year ago, and you can say football helped build him for success.
It is very, very hard work, and it builds character. Some of the most successful people in the world are linemen.
Johnson's football days actually pay off when he stops on patrol in front of a big crowd.
He's a huge presence when he gets out, but I say he's like a big teddy bear, but I definitely wouldn't cross him.
It's very typical, like, hey, that's the guy that plays for Clemson, or that's the guy that paid for Clemson that ran our summer camp. And it really makes my day, because not only do people know who I am, it's a source of trust. You already have that connection.
And Johnson wants to make more than just a connection. It's to build relationships with young people.
A lot of the youth that are in this community, they're starting to believe in what we're building here in Lawrence, and it's starting to show. We're starting to have less problems out of juveniles. We're starting to see less juveniles involved in violent crimes, but we still got to continue to do our job.
Johnson says he's living in the moment with big plans down the road.
I want to eventually move into a political field, and hopefully eventually run for president one day. But right now I'm living in the now. I'm enjoying the moment and continuing to grow, so that way when I do make my move, it's swinging for home runs.
And Vance Mahaffey's here from Benson Hyundai with a presentation.
On behalf of Benson Hyundai and the entire Lawrence community, we want to thank you for what you do for each and every one of us. And here's a small token of our appreciation.
Thank you, sir.
And that is First Responder Friday.